Took a loss, I'm a boss in my hood. Oh. I'm sounding like I'm Ross in the hood. Double cross me, I leave you on the cross in the hood. I'm good, I got new money. What's good, my peoples? Let's get straight into this real versus fake, right? On the left, we got the retail. On the right, we got the fake. This is the band Air Jordan 1 High 85. I did have to go resale and buy these, and I did get it from StockX, but they are real. And you know what? You know, all the stuff I talk shit about StockX with, like, the selling portion of it, as me buying stuff, I never really got a fake shoe before from them. So that's just one thing I had to get off my chest on that. But when you selling on there, it'd be a bunch of problems as a seller. But anyway, they're both size 10.5. The box is obviously smaller on the fake, right? It's larger on the retail. It's a big box. It's actually one of the biggest boxes I've gotten, I think, for a 10.5 on a pair of Jordan 1s. In my opinion, I gotta check. I gotta check to see if my metallic 85's got the same size box. But anyway, box looks the same. It's just one looks bigger, one is smaller. The black looks the same. This box actually looks very good. So this one came with like all these extra tags on it. Don't know if it came from StockX or whatever. I know some of these, this one came from StockX. I don't know about this one and this one. But they got a label. You can clearly see that chip behind the label, and right here you can see the chip too. You can see a little bit more visible on the real one. Besides that, the letter, I mean the number 10 is bolder than the number 10 right here. Hopefully y'all can pick that up on camera, and as well as the other writing too. It's a little bit more bold on the retail. They both got a shine gloss to it. Let's get into the shoes. The lid, the retail has a stamp. See that red stamp right there? The fake one does not have a stamp. Now, mind you, right, they're gonna come out with a different version of this fake, so I will be doing another updated video. This right here is like the version 1. They will have a version 2 coming soon, so we will check that one out. All right, one thing we noticed off rip, but it could be changed and altered, is that the hang tag on, let me zoom out. The hang tag on the fake one is on the right shoe, top lace hole. The hang tag on the retail is on the left shoe, bottom lace hole. All right, so that's one thing off rip. Besides that, let's just keep the left shoe for now. So we could just look at the left shoe on each. And once you feel it in your hand, like the leather, how tough it is, it's a big difference. All right, if you don't have the retail to go by, you're not really gonna be able to tell. But like when you touch the leather on here, it's a lot stiffer leather, much tougher. Like I said, this is the version 1. They're gonna make a version 2, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, much tougher leather. That's just, you know, one thing. Another thing is, with this particular pair I have right here, the back is nice and neat on the retail, and it's all bumpy on the fake. All right, the back heel tab is also smaller on the retail compared to this one. And let's talk about the midsole. And this is the reason why they're gonna do the newer version 2 of the fake one, because they got the midsole wrong, and like this one's closer to the 80. This is like most of the 85 Jordans is this one right here, but then they switched it up for this one, made it special for this one. So they made a new one. You see the design is smaller, it's different. So they're gonna make a newer version to where it's like that. They both got that like bending down, downward angle vibe to it. It's just a different midsole. This one is like bigger, right? So you see more of a space right here. This one's a little bit smaller with a different design. That's why it looks a little different. Also, I feel like the stitching is bigger on this one. It's like smaller and like bam, 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 bam on the retail compared to the larger stitching right here. That's just what I see. Y'all can let me know if I'm wrong. As far as the tongue, the back of the tongue, both kind of like an off-white. I think the retail has more of an off-white look to it. It's like a more of a yellowish look on the retail compared to this one. Let me know if y'all see the same thing. Anything I missed too, point it out to me, please. Because I haven't went over the shoe. I just, like I told you all the time, I'll be freestyling this. Has a different shape too. Look at the top stitching. Look at the space between it up here. Very little space. It comes to like a, kind of like to a point. Not really a point, but narrows down. This one right here is more like wide, paws wide open. Bigger space, bigger gap right there. I mean, this video might be long, man, because I'm gonna point out, you know, every difference that I see. Toe cap. Look at the leather, how it comes up a lot higher on the fake than the retail. So, you know what I mean? That's noticeable. Like I said, they changed how they did it with this one. Most of the 85's been coming like this. And even the shape is nice. It got like a nice flat shape to it, but the toe cap comes up a lot higher than the retail. Also, you can see how the leather is like a little bit soft. You know, I like this leather, to be honest with you. And you got the retail that you can't even really, how soft I was touching this, how soft the leather feels. When I do that to this one, it doesn't even move. So that's the difference right there. Toe box too. I feel like when these crease, to me, I don't really like that. I don't like when they look all crazy when they crease, but that's what's gonna happen. When the retail creases, it might look really funky. All right, the holes in the toe box also look different. You can look at them yourself and see it's different. They got like, it's hard to explain, but it's like a different punch out method or something. Cause this kind of looks like it's kind of sideways punched in there, so it kind of look like it's got like a hallway type of vibe, like a tunnel effect. This one is just like punched straight through. I don't know if y'all can pick that up on camera or not. Let's take a look at the wing logo. All right, the wing logo, it definitely looks different. You can definitely see the difference right there. Let me touch the texture and see if it feels different as well. But yeah, it definitely looks different. Look how much spacing it got between all the markings right here. A lot of space and everything. It looks thin, right? When you got the fake one next to it, they're very like close together. They're thick, right? You can see that difference. It does feel like it's popping out 3D, but this one definitely feels more 3D, three-dimensional. So you definitely feel the texture more on this. You can see the basketball coming out like 3D. This one right here is almost like it's flush, but you can still feel the grooves, but it's a lot more flush with the shoe. All right, swoosh size. People was talking about the swoosh size. To me, the swoosh looks the same. I don't see a difference in that. I feel like the midsole comes more to a point right here, so it looks smaller right here than this one. Yeah, that's what I said. This one kind of, it got the come down angle right here, but it doesn't do it as much, so it looks thicker right there compared to this one. You can see what I'm saying, right? And then we got, let's take a look at the front. Nike Air. Yeah, that Nike logo looks hella different. Yeah, that Nike logo, man. Right? I mean, it looks night and day different. The Nike logo. Wow. That's crazy. Also, the tongue is more wrinkly on the retail, which usually happens 9 times out of 10. is that the fake doesn't really have as much wrinkles as it should as the retail. And there you go, right there. I was trying to take a look at the dip right here. The dip doesn't look bad. It looks, looks pretty good on both of them. It's the same. Let's take a look at the other side. It might come to a little bit more of a point right here. And you know what though? You get 10 retails, they probably have a different shape here every time too. So we're not gonna harp on that too much. Before we get into the inside of the shoe, let's take a look at this tag. Now I could have took it off and put it in the right place before we did the video, but I keep everything original. I don't mess with anything, alter anything. I don't paint shoes and make them look more like if it's all, on point with the retail. I don't alter anything to make the fakes look better or anything. Everything is legit. Everything is raw. You feel me? Like, you get the real deal when you mess with me. Watch my videos for the real spill. I don't alter anything. No filters, nothing like that. We keep it funky around here, all right? Now, the picture, you could definitely see that it's more clear on this one than the fake. The colors are better. This looks, you could tell it's like, looks more like a photocopy here. This looks more like the original. You can see that. I'll leave it there for a second. You can see for yourself. All right, we don't got to get into all this other stuff, really. But the writing does look the same. Everything else pretty much looks the same. If it is a little different, I'm not gonna. It's so minute. I'm not gonna get into that. All right. I was looking at the size of the lace holes. Let me see something. Lace holes look pretty good. You tell me. And the cut of this leather, let me see something. All right, one thing I can notice here is the red on the cut of the leather. See that red, bright red? Right here looks like a darker red. You don't really see that bright red. And I'll put it side by side so you can see what I'm talking about. Excuse me. But the retail is in my left hand. Retail's on the left. Fake is on the right. But you see the difference in the brightness of the red. So that's something you can harp on right there. The cuts of the leather seem to be. Sorry, I'm off camera looking because I'm trying to really get a scope for it. But I would say, see how the first layer and the second layer look pretty much identical. There's two layers right here. They look pretty much identical in color and by cut. This one right here, the first and the second layer, look like it's a different color. So you see that? First one look kind of grayish, which look exactly like the retail, but then that second layer looks black. So that looks different. And also it's not as smooth right here. You can see some choppiness, some bumps, things like that. So that's that. Let me get back to the other shoe so we can compare the same shoe. The left foot and the left foot. We got the color, not the color code, but the code inside the ankle, the collar. The font is definitely different. You see the font on that one, which is the retail. Smaller, more bold. And this one is a larger font, less bold. Right, and the numbers seem to be closer together on this one. See the 2, 4, 0, 9, 12 look very close together. This one looks like it has more space to it. Okay, can't get it. There you go. Side by side, check that out. All right, now also, right here you can see like one little piece of red thread popping through. Right here you see no red threads popping through. Let's check this one out. You can see a couple dots of red thread coming through right there, so that is different compared to the retail. And on this side, we don't see any red either. All right. Let's dissect the inside of the shoe now. You got the shoe trees. Retail, fake. They're not too much different, but they are different. Look at the way it's wrapped. We don't have a gap in the middle. All right, so that's a way to tell too as well. Now, when you get a shoe with this sticker right there, that means it comes from the UK or Europe, that region over there. America does not come with this right here. But when you get this, don't think that your shoe is fake. All right. Take a look at the hang tag. I mean, not the hang tag, the size tag. That's the size tag for the retail. This is the size tag for the fake.
Don't judge me.
Right there. Wow. See if you can spot some differences. Let me know. Let your boy know. They both come with the red and black laces. They both come with the insole. With the same insole. Nike looks different printed on there. Like it always does. It always looks very smooth on the retail, which is on the left. Zoom in. Let's zoom in for better understanding what I'm saying. It's placed on there very neatly. Doesn't look like it has creases and stuff like that or bubbles. This one right here, which is the fake, is actually pressed on there very nicely. So it does look very similar. I think it just has a different shine to it. Don't know if you guys could pick it up on camera. That has a different shine in retail compared to this. Also, the white is different. All right, let me zoom out again.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The white is different. So like a brighter white on the retail than compared to the fake. They both got them 2 notches chipped out up top. They both got that. On the back, they both got that Chinese lettering, which looks pretty good. The retail is thinner. Look at the font right here. Look at that one compared to that one. Just look at the last letter or last word, whatever it is. You can see it's thinner, cleaner, right? You've got 10/11 on them, so that's correct. All right, let's get into the footbed and all that. Right there. Different color. On the retail is more of a cream color. On the fake is more of a cardboard color. Right, they both got tape, skinny tape. They both have ripped off edges. See, they both got ripped off edges. Tape looks pretty accurate to me. They got white stitching down there at the bottom, which is the same on both. Yeah, just besides the color difference, I don't really see much difference in there. Right, let's take a look at it. Looks pretty neat. Stitching here looks pretty neat too as well. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Let's hit it with the black light. Check it out. I mean, we can hit it with the scale too. A lot of y'all like that. Black light for the retail. Midsole stitching is glowing. On the fake, the midsole stitching is glowing. The Nike check. All right, that's a difference right there. Look at the Nike check, how it's glowing on the fake. On the retail, there's no glow to the Nike check. It looks the same as the back heel. Looks the same as the toe box. Right here, you can see the difference between the back heel and the Nike check. So that right there will let you know off rip if your joint is real or fake. All right. Everything else is the same. There's nothing else to really talk about. They are club certified, right? But you can tell the difference with that black. Some of the times the black light won't help you at all, but you know, sometimes it will. And that's all we got for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do the scale. Do the scale real quick. Oh yeah, and I didn't show you the outsole. So check out the outsole. Look at the pattern on this outsole right here. Completely different than the retail, than the fake. And the R is much bigger on the retail than the fake. Both the R's. Nike looks popped out more. You can see it. The pattern back there is completely different, as well as in the middle right here and everywhere else. The red also looks, I don't know, it just looks more narrower. right? Like you can see more of the midsole. From looking at the outsole, you can see more of the midsole on the retail compared to the fake. So that's a lot of major differences right there. You can see the spacing right here between this triangle, much bigger than the spacing on the fake. The stars, take a look at the stars. A lot more bunched up, random pattern. Let me zoom in because I really want y'all to see this. All right. Look at the stars. The pattern is really no pattern. They're just bunched up everywhere. This is like all even in the pattern and everything. So that's, you know, another big telltale sign. I gave y'all numerous things to tell if it's fake. The wrinkled tongue, the Nike check. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. So you can watch the video over, go over it again, tell the differences. If you want to see the scale, stay tuned for the next 10 seconds. I got y'all. And listen, y'all, I don't mean to make these videos too long. It's just, you know, we got a lot of things to cover, so I apologize for that. Put it on the scale, we out of here. Here go to retail first. That's 1.18, and this one has the hang tag and a StockX tag. This one is the fake. We got 1.08. So in this case, this is the first time we've done this, and the rep is lighter. Let's do the other pair. We'll do the retail of the right one. 1.3, 1.28. Damn, same thing as the left shoe, and this one has an insole and all that other stuff in there. That's crazy. All right, let's take a look at the fake one. 1.22, so it's still lighter, and it makes sense because the material on here feels much heavier. Like when you hold the shoe, it just feels like a very sturdy. It's very sturdy, and you can feel it. Like you can feel the difference. But anyway, that's it for y'all, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Follow me if you can on all platforms. If you like this video, you know, give me a subscribe. Why not? Follow me on Instagram. Why not? All right, but you already know the vibes. I love y'all. Thanks for rocking with your boy. You feel me? The love is real. You know I love y'all back, man. At the end of the day, rock what you like. Knock is hype. Stand out and never blend in. Holla at me till next time. You heard? 100.